I know that imply I got passengers. I love Jesus Christ and Bible passages. My girl so fly, she have a Merlin. She love the majesty like Merlin. And the balls like a Laker, Irvin. Should've kept it clean like this detergent. Wash the shit out and let the cat up out the bag. I get naked and let the dick out the sack. Let it breathe, get some air. Baby please, I'm already there. Decadent creamery everywhere. I represent me, it's a love affair. Smelling the trees, it's a buzzing here. Carry down with the team if you weren't prepared. Hey, this is my style. I do it to get some attention. Hey, the crowd going wild, so I guess I'ma keep on spitting. Nigga, I borrowed your style, but you won't get no honorable mention. I'm rocking it better than you. I'm making retire, no pension. I just get the bread at the food. Apply sandwich bread and make it smooth. My movement gon' move, that's the move. The only option not to lose. Hey, never been scared, you ain't prepared. I ain't sorry. Your breezy clearly walked the ass over here. I ain't sorry. Mad cause you think I ran out with your beer. I ain't sorry. You tripping cause you think I stole your career. I ain't sorry. Hey, you ain't feeling me, no apologies. I ain't sorry. Hey, sorry not sorry. Hey, I ain't sorry.
Yo, we're running a little late today. Erica is in first. Good morning, all you party people in the house. The party don't seldomly stop ever. Welcome to another episode of Coffee Bong Hits with Jessie. I am Jessie. I'll be your host for the next hour. Or maybe 53 minutes. 53 minutes. We're going to make it work though. So if you're listening to this show live right now, then you are probably either on urbansurvivorman.com, which I would strongly recommend, or you might be watching us on YouTube. You might be let's see, you could be watching, you might be just watching on Facebook Live. I turn on my Facebook when I do these, and sometimes my friends sit with me on Facebook too, but this is not a Facebook show. I just turn it on. So if you're listening to the audio only version, you might be listening to this on the 5 Radio XL. You might be listening to this on Spotify, Amazon, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Stitcher. I don't even know all these places. I just know that I have an RSS code. So we crush it now. Okay, I forgot we can't start the show until we start the show. You know what I'm saying? Yes, y'all. This is Coffee and Bong Hits with Jessie. Let me remind you guys right off the top. Stand Up and Fight Back. Big Cartel has the merch. It's too late to get it right now in time for Christmas, but it will make for a great New Year's gift. Get some shit that says, "Not my president." Man, there's a couple things I'm going to talk about today. One of them is the chuds, the deplorables, the armed uber nationalist, militia, extreme, white, pride, Western, chauvinist dudes with sequins on the back of their pants. Right? Mofo's got $100 worth of sequins on the back of his pockets. What about the children in sequin mines? Okay, we're going to talk about those guys in a minute. They stormed the state capitol and broke out all the windows. Yo, that's when you know you really hate a mask. Look, some people are like, I really hate a mask. I won't wear it for coronavirus. And some people really hate a mask so much, they'll just commit a crime without even putting on a mask. Why do you think all those black people wear masks, dummies? So when they break out the window, they don't end up on the news like that one idiot Sam. Remember that idiot Sam? He tried to break out that window, and then his mask fell off, and he turned around and looked right into the news camera. Fucking dorks. Damn, I said the F word, but it was 1010. Does that make me a Reiki master now? I saw 1010. Oh my God, you guys, I'm gonna put it on my Facebook. It's a 10-10, 12-22, 20-20. That's magical. It ain't magical. You ain't got no magic powers. You're not even very empathetic, and you eat animals, so shut up. Fake ass psychics. Man, I literally live in the town. Damn it, I said literally. I try to eliminate that word from my vocabulary. It's the second time I used it today. But sometimes I have to say literally because I speak so metaphorically that if I don't preface my word with literally, then you're thinking, oh, that's just Jessie talking about urethras or whatever, magical stuff again, pee holes. No, I'm talking literally. I live in a town full of people with unchecked mental health issues. And they co-sign for each other. Bad rappers tell other bad rappers they're good rappers because they don't want nobody pulling their own hoe card. Okay, look. We'll go into that too. The stimulus check was $600, or it's gonna be $600. I don't know why they keep calling it stimulus, but we're just gonna run with that for a little bit, right? We're just gonna be like, all right, we'll call it the stimulus. Hey, this is where you should be watching this show, though, right there. Go to urbansurvivorman.com. That's where you really should be dropping this shit. Go to urbansurvivorman.com. There's articles, there's videos, there's YouTube tutorials on how to make your brain better. And then guess what? When you go to urbansurvivorman.com, guess what that tells you to do? Go to COFFEE+BONGHITS.com. Then what else does it tell you to do? Go check out our YouTube channel. Go check us out on Spotify. Check us out on Amazon Prime. Check us out on the 5 Radio XL. Did I remind you guys about the 5 Radio XL yet?
New music coming up. And went right back.
Now this is G-Eazy. It's your boy, you got the king.
These brand new don't step on my business. I'ma hit that if she let me. They don't like how I talk that.
What's going on? This is Drizzy. I gotta represent. Hey.
All right. But really what you guys need to focus on is there's a new version of the coronavirus going around in England. So pretty soon only poor kids will have the regular coronavirus, and all the other kids with the mutated version will make fun of them, right? They'll be like, you got the regular version. We got the mutated version. Your family's poor. Yo, here's the real shit though. We're all poor. Like, it's crazy. When I was a kid, I was like so ashamed to be poor because I thought the other poor kids whose families lived by 82nd Division somehow had this enormous amount of wealth, right? I used to also think teachers were independently wealthy. So I had a lot to learn when I was a kid. But it's crazy, yo, because people want to stratigraphy themselves. You know what? I'm going to save this speech for a little bit later because it's not on my schedule. I got a schedule that we're trying to stick to now that we're going real official. So from right now, I'm supposed to remind you guys that we mess with the movement. We mess with Big Island Farm Sanctuary. All our love to the island, to Paula and Josh and all the tiny little animals. But right now, I'm supposed to be giving some nice motivational affirmations. So this is the affirmation I'm gonna give you guys. Don't beat yourself up on Tuesday for not getting something done when you know you could just throw it all together on Thursday. Right? Does that make sense? Like, the world works on waves, right? We're pulled by the moon. The moon tries to steal the ocean from the earth. The earth tries to steal the ocean back from the moon. There's a constant war going on. Energetically, there's pushes and pulls and the breath of the universe, right? So, man, if you're on the back of your swing, don't worry about kicking your legs out. Wait until you're on the front of your swing to kick your legs out. And what I mean by that is if you don't feel comfortable getting something accomplished on a Monday or a Tuesday, or a Wednesday, what good is it going to do to call yourself lazy? What good is it to do to call yourself a piece of shit? What good is it going to do to beat yourself up over it or put this anxiety on top of yourself where you're just like, oh, I got to get X amount of shit done, right? Man, think how many times in your life when you got 4 days worth of work done in one burst of inspiration. So look, man, inspiration through motivation is better, or motivation through inspiration is better than motivation through obligation, right? So don't beat yourself up, because what good is that going to do? You're still going to have to show up on Thursday. Would you rather spend Thursday unpacking everything that you packed onto yourself, or are you just going to give yourself a pass? Especially right now. It's the middle of a coronavirus, but some of us only know one speed. And we think that the way to be better out of a global pandemic is to create anxiety in our lives and create these deadlines and these goals. And I'm as guilty of it as anybody, I'm sure. We can't hustle our way out of a global pandemic. We can't make self-sacrifice our way out of a global pandemic. We can't use kindness. We can't use intuition. We can't use the street smarts that we learned at the School of Hard Knocks. You can't. Man, I used to beat myself up. There's never been a worse critic in my life of me than me, right? Which is crazy, because you would think my stepdad would be the worst critic of me in my life. Nope, not the case. Instead, people like that just teach you to be your own worst critics. And you know, it's kind of like that phenomenon where people hate the sound of their own voice, or they see themselves in a selfie different than they see themselves when somebody else takes the picture. It's often that way with our own personal expectations. Like, nobody is ever going to judge you as hard as you judge yourself. People make up monsters and people make up irrational situations just to beat themselves up. And then society just reinforces that by being so critical of everything and reinforcing these unattainable standards and expectations of like beauty or achievements or accomplishments or wealth. Okay, look, I'm going to take my bong here real quick, and when I come back, we're going to be joined by our dear friend Josh Larson. Some of you might know him as Shut Up Stupid 13 on all the platforms. He is definitely one of our top 5 favorite guests. But hold on, I gotta let you know right now, this bong hit that I'm about to take, I don't even know what kind it is, man. The engineer was just like, yo, put this fire in your cauldron and see what comes cooking up. He didn't really say that. I wish he did, though. So let me take this, and then we'll be right back with Josh Larson. But here's your reminder that this cherry bong hit is brought to you by Anteaters. That's right, kids, Anteaters. Are you looking for an environmentally friendly and cuddly pest remediation solution that you can use to treat daddy longlegs, wolf spiders, small centipedes, stick bugs, praying mantises, cockroaches, crickets, grasshoppers, coqui frogs? And I know you're thinking, but Jesse, what about a giant ant? Well, then get a giant anteater, bro. Brought to you by God. All right, hold up. Man, I hate these corner store lighters too. Let me check. And that's a negative ghostwriter. Hold on. Remember, kids, we got one rule on this show. Well, I guess 2. No cat calling. Definitely no cat calling on this show. And 2, rule number 2 is no coffee. Sarah, you ain't lying, sister. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. All my neighbors got COVID. You think I could have led this show off with that? Okay, hold on. Why am I not getting no bubbles? Oh man, there's too much water in here. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna have to do. Look, this is something I haven't done since I was in the Philippines in 1962. I'm gonna have to take this bong hit backwards. They said it couldn't be done, but I said no person. No, Marty, I mentioned yesterday that one person in my complex had the COVID. No, I mentioned that one person in my complex had the COVID. I only live in a sixplex, and they're all interconnected. Well, look at how the smoke is just messing up my green screen. Yeah, look, let's hold on. Let me choke the rest of this down, then I'll bring up Josh. Let me make sure I got an overlay for him too. Hold up. Oh, I was supposed to ask you guys, what are you smoking on this morning? I'm sorry, I was slacking. What are you guys smoking on this morning? Hold on. Oh, shit. Tell me. Boom. Okay, guess what, guys? What are you smoking this morning? Will be followed by an appearance from Josh Larson. Boom. No, so Marty, here's the thing. There's at least, hi Josh. There's at least 1, 2, 3 people, but there's multiple, 3 people have taken the test, but there's multiple neighbors that live in each house. Okay, so let's see. Eric is smoking Twisted Berry. That sounds delicious. At first, I had no idea what Marty was talking about with the Stinky Pete. Then I'm like, oh, okay. I thought she was talking about you. I thought that was a nickname for you. Welcome, Josh. And if I didn't tell you guys, you can find Josh Larson all day, everywhere as Shut Up Stupid 13. Man, we need to just get you your own overlay that just has a nice Josh Larson underneath it. I'll make that tonight, if I remember. We always make plans to do big shit, but we never do. That's all right. We got plenty of time. This has been all for practice. Every one of these fucking episodes we've done, just turn it on the Facebook, whatever. Bro, we're about to go hard in the podcast world.
Dude, I'm game, man. This is
Like
fun stuff.
super hard. You know, I just realized the podcast world is going to be like being on MySpace again because it's fair, right? Like if I have a better song than other people, then my song is going to reflect that in the number of plays that I have, right? Meanwhile, I go on Facebook and I see my friends that have this incredible content and they get like 21 views. And then the video underneath them is some people pretending to do a prank. Look at this prank where I'm going to push my friend into the pool. And they're all actors and they're bad actors. And it's an obvious, complete, like, stupid ass video that's got 1 million views, 50,000 shares, and 8,000 comments. And it's absolute garbage. Like, watch, I'm going to trick my friend into slipping on a banana peel. And the friend is like, oh, here I am just looking around. Oh, steps on a banana peel, jumps in a pool. I don't get it. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Dude, that's TikTok, man. That's what drives me nuts with TikTok. Is I go put up a video, you get 100 views, and I'm like, whoa. And then we watch the prank that's all set up. You can tell everybody's in on it. They have 100,000 followers with 1 million views. It's like, why? How is this getting views? How is this the content that people want to watch?
And shares.
Yes. Oh, my buddy's got to see this. Yep. Yeah, that's what the ones that kill me now on TikTok are which one in my family is going to get the drunkest, where they each family member beforehand says, I think that Aunt Karen's gonna get the drunkest. And they go down the list, and then every single time Aunt Karen ends up face first at the bottom of the stairs, with stuff all over her face. And they're like, "Yeah, look who's the drunkest." It's like, you set that up. You knew. They waited till she got drunk, and then let's ask everybody who's the drunkest. They're like, yeah, it's only Karen. It's the only one. Those are all in my feed right now, and I absolutely hate it. I watch them, which is the problem, but
I watch them too. Like, they couldn't believe when this guy proposed at the mall. Like, I watched 6 minutes of it. Like, I gotta watch and find the appeal. But here's the weird thing is my friends get stacked. So I'll watch one piece of content from a friend, and then when I click on that video, it'll send me to like a bunch of different videos that contain none of my friends' stuff. It's all complete strangers that I'll never see in my whole life, and that's all that I'm overwhelmed with. So I'm really excited to be able to really test our mettle against the rest of the world, right? Because I know ain't nobody doing what we're doing, man. These people are sheep. So when they see some shit like we got, they're going to shit their pants. I mean, bro.
It's a fun game, man. I did a powerlifting podcast way back in the day. My brother's a professional weightlifter, and so him and I jumped on that bandwagon like 5 years ago.
Okay.
It was a blast. Like, it's a lot of fun. Now, the more people you have in a podcast, the more personalities you have to deal with. Hence why I am no longer in that podcast. But it's one of those where like it becomes a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. But once you get your comeuppance, man, it's worth it. Every bit's worth it.
Were you guys editing your episodes?
Yeah, a little bit. Not much though.
I ain't got that kind of time, man. If I sat around, do you know how long it took me just to program my answering machine message? Like, hi, this is Jessie. Leave a message at the. I could do better than that. Hold on. Start it over. Hi, this is Jessie. I'm not home right now, but if you leave a. No, that's stupid. I sound like a salesman. Hi, this is Jet. No, I sound like a jerk. Hi, this is Jessie, right? It would take me hours just to leave an answer machine message. I couldn't imagine editing my podcasts. It's real. It's raw. It's available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon, iTunes, TuneIn Radio. That's so crazy. I listen to TuneIn Radio every day. Every day I listen to TuneIn Radio, right? And I use it to listen to CNN, and I use it to listen to MSNBC. And then yesterday I went to TuneIn Radio, and I typed in Coffee and Bong Hits, and blam! There was my damn face right there.
That's a nice feeling, man.
Bro. And then I learned that all you need is that you need to make new art every day for your episode if you want to be fresh. Like, we have everything built, man. I have incredible guests. I have artwork. I have the website. We have everything. And we've just been practicing for all of 2020. We've just been practicing, me and you getting comfortable with Dirty Black, fleshing out some segments. Really. Oh, shit. Speaking of which, do you know what time it is? It is halftime. So here's a good time to remind you guys of two things. One, I've been talking for a long time for it still to be 10:28. It was 10:28 like 5 minutes ago. Let me remind you guys about the movement real quick. Hey, yo, it's Jesse Sponberg. I'm rocking with the movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, KBOO 90.7. All right, so it's time to. Sorry, Josh, we caught you. It's halftime, so I don't know how many bowls Josh will take to the head today. I've had like 3, but I woke up late, so Red Panda's about to catch up. 4 bowls to the head, man. Yeah. This is Coffee and Bonghits. Here's the bong, if you don't believe me. Here's the coffee. I'm Jessie. There's Josh Larson. You can find Josh on everything. Seriously, everywhere. Especially TikTok and Twitter. Josh is Shut Up Stupid 13. After we killed the other 12 Shut Up Stupids, he is actually the premier Shut Up Stupid in the entire cyber universe.
The one.
Man. Yo, Josh, man. Just imagine this. You're at the Dollar Tree. You have 600 items in your cart. You look in your pocket. You don't have any money to buy 600 items at the Dollar Tree. Then all of a sudden, Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi pull up. Like, wait. And you're like, oh, thank God for the United States Congress. Thank God that they gave me the $600, because it would have been so embarrassing if I would have been at the Dollar Tree with 600 items and had no way to pay for it.
You're looking at this right. That's the way people need to be looking at this. It's all about perception. Sure, $600 could pay half of a mortgage for you, but think how many boxes of Thin Mints you could have stacked up in your freezer. It's 120. When you talk about 120 Thin Mints, boxes of Thin Mints compared to half a mortgage, 120 Thin Mints doesn't sound so bad. We're looking at 100 McRib meals that you could have from the government. If you say it that way, that doesn't sound so bad.
You know, my homie Ryan Bartek yesterday put $600. You can go buy 600 cans of beans, and I was like, "That's why you're poor, bro. You know you can get those beans too for $1. Those cans. You out here paying a full dollar for your $600 worth of beans. You son of a bitch. Are you gonna put that on avocado toast? You goddamn millennium." I don't know what to do, Josh, because look, man, people are really hurting, G. That $600 is just going to go to paying back other poor people that poor people owe, right? You know, every single person has a hole that's, man, how you going to take $600 and just throw it into a hole that needs 5,000 or 10,000 or whatever? That's why I told you, sons of bitches, I told you if you listen to this show, don't pay your rent. And people still paid their rent. What, you paid 2 months of rent, so now you're 4 months behind instead of 6 months behind when you could have been sitting on that rent money? You could have just wrote your landlord a letter and said, hey, homeboy, I don't know how this is going to work out. I'm setting some money aside. We'll figure this out. But man, why are you going to give, let's say you got $3,000. You owe $10,000. You're going to pay a mofo $2,500. So then what are you going to do with $500? Buy dollar cans of beans? You freaking...
Unknown amount of time, because who knows when you're going to get any other support or any other help.
Look how long it took to get 600. Yep. Yo, everybody better be taking their 600 and invest it in something that's going to turn it into 605. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no miracle hustle out there that's going to turn 6 into 12 unless you over here, you know, making online content. But really, you got to figure out, you can't, man, don't put it in the poker machine, whatever you do. But figure out how to turn 6 into 605, right?
Yeah. Gonna have to hustle, gonna have to work. I mean, it's one of those, I don't get how we still have people saying America's the greatest country in the world when you just look at how poorly we have handled this situation and how much better other countries have. I'm getting frustrated watching Canadians on TikTok flaunt their $2,000 a month in my face as we're over here like kind of excited about $600 because it's something. And it feels terrible being excited for it, but it's like at least it's something. It's a nibble.
Man, okay, look, it's 10:35. I have to I'm on my little piece of paper right here. It says that I will play music video every day at 10:35. I know we did Cuz yesterday, but man, hey, if y'all don't get in the rotation and Cuz does twice, man, that is on you guys. That's not on me. That's not on him. This is Coffee and Bonghits. I'm Jesse Sponberg. This is Josh Larson, also known as Shut Up Stupid 13. Everywhere. Let me play this cuz we're going to get back to complaining about the government in like 2 minutes. All right. Smoke them if you got them. Ooh, that bass goes hard. It even says hard.
Yeah. All my life I had it hard. Pushing soft in the hard, 4-5 in the car. Might pop a nigga like a bar, mixing lean with the Zans. These Louis V's, no Vans, 20 G's in my pants. I stack cheese, fuck friends. All my life I had it hard. Pushing soft in the hard, 4-5 in the car. Might pop a nigga like a bar, mixing lean with the Zans. These Louis V's, no Vans, 20 G's in my pants. I stack cheese, fuck friends. All my life I had it hard. Pushing soft in the heart, 4-5 in the car. Might pop a nigga like a bar. I'm shining, living like a star. So how I'm chilling with the stars? My plug Chico, not the barge. I had to eat cause I was starving. Rolling cookies out the jar. You wanna book me, I'ma charge. Goldie Rollie on my arm. These hoes looking cause I'm charming. I've been all up in the trap. Got the beans and the thrax. Jack boys give me daps. Lay a nigga on his back. All my life I had it hard. Pushing soft in the hard, 4-5 in the car. Might pop a nigga like a bar, mixing lean with the Zans. These Louis V's, no Vans, 20 G's in my pants. I stack cheese, fuck friends. All my life I had it hard. Pushing soft in the hard, 4-5 in the car. Might pop a nigga like a bar, mixing lean with the Zans. These Louis V's, no Vans, 20 G's in my pants. I stack cheese, fuck friends. Every day I pray for better days, and every day I learn another lesson. Manifested all of my objectives. Now I got blessings on top of blessings. They failing every time they try to test me. Told these niggas I'm their teacher. I'm coaching while they on the bleachers. Now they pay me whatever for features. I'm feeling like Julius Caesar and King Touch at my gold shoes. Sorry to serve you the 411, but your new girlfriend's old news. Flow nasty like tofu. I never run out of material. I see real like cereal. My circle smaller than a Cheerio. All my life I had it hard. Pushing soft in the hard, 4-5 in the car. Might pop a nigga like a bar, mixing lean with the Zans. These Louis V's, no Vans, 20 G's in my pants. I stack cheese, fuck friends. All my life I had it hard. Pushing soft in the hard, 4-5 in the car. Might pop a nigga like a bar, mixing lean with the Zans. These Louis V's, no Vans, 20 G's in my pants. I stack cheese, fuck
Hey,
friends.
Louis V on my luggage. Damn. We in Cali smoking, now I'm public. Gucci this, Gucci that. I'm good, I'm Gucci GQ, how you do it like that? Moving too smooth in the vet. Big bully on me, I treat that bitch like my pet. It's gon' fetch when I say fetch. It's gon' lock on, get a grip, it's gon' shake till you step. GQ from SCBG. You can't fuck with none of us, especially me. All I know is I get cheese. All I know, I walk around with this chicken on me. That nigga, without that bitch, roll with her. Young nigga pockets got bigger. Ball main jeans, clean. Fuck you mean. Check game, nigga P. Hey.
All my life I had it hard. Pushing soft in the hard, 4-5 in the car. Might pop a nigga like a bar, mixing lean with the Zans. These Louis V's, no Vans, 20 G's in my pants. I stack cheese, fuck friends. All my life I had it hard. Pushing soft in the hard, 4-5 in the car. Might pop a nigga like a bar, mixing lean with the Zans. These Louis V's, no Vans, 20 G's in my pants. I stack cheese, fuck friends. All my life I had it hard. Pushing soft in the hard, 4-5 in the car. Might pop a nigga like a bar, mixing lean with the Zans. These Louis.
Yo, that shit was real nice, but let's bring back Josh. Where's Josh at? Blow him, there he is.
I love it how when he was sitting up on the basketball hoop. That's always been something I've been fascinated with. Because one, I'm a bigger guy, so I've always been afraid that I'd break the rim if I sat up there. But I've also never seen a ladder at a basketball hoop before. And so I always wonder, how did they get up there? Who sees a ladder in the middle of a park to be able? Do you bring your own ladder? I mean, I guess
You don't use a ladder. Holy shit! You gotta pull yourself up from the net. You grab the net, then you pull yourself up from the net, then you grab the rim, then you pull yourself up to the rim. You would probably have already shacked the backboard by now.
Right. See that I get back to the big guy fear, then I can't do that. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you shouldn't be doing if you weigh above a certain amount. I'm not judging you, bro, but I did see you in that Spider-Man onesie.
I got no shame in being a big fella. I like me some cheesecake.
Of all the superhero impersonators in onesies I've seen, I wouldn't pick Spider-Man to hang on my basketball rim. That's all I'm saying. Okay, this is Coffee and Bong Hits with Jessie, and I'm here with Josh Larson, who is Shut Up Stupid 13 on all your platforms, even the stupid one that has the drunk relatives on TikTok. We're just talking about how excited we are to move to a new platform, all kinds of new platforms. Oh man, we're talking iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. There's a huge list. I got this list. Like, man, I just keep Googling new outlets, and I got the RSS feed, man. That's like, having the RSS feed is just like sprinkle me, man. I just walk around and go, boom, here's a little game. I can even put it in spots that don't got no business. Somebody tried to sell me an air fryer on the internet the other day. I was just like, air fryer? Boom. Threw up my link to my podcast. Like, here, check this out on iTunes. It's one button. It's so crazy. I'm unstoppable now. All of this, it's like when you spend your whole time building a spaceship and then you finally take off and you're like, holy shit, it freaking flies.
Whoa, it works. Like, this is what hard work does.
Yeah, man, it's like, okay, so we spent all 2020 using the exact recipe that we left the island to use, right? I mean, of course, the pandemic messed it up because I had to figure out a lot of this without Belico's help and without the help of my friends at the Five. But still, these were goals, right? And so we did it. We looked how many eggs, we looked how much water, we looked how much milk, we looked how much flour, how much butter, and we like did it. And we we're like, okay, well, we need to learn how to churn butter. Okay, boom, we did it. And now we're here with like 7 episodes left until we just like open our trench coat and just whip our junk out and start helicoptering it around in a circle and going, look what we've been doing, hiding over on this website. Momo art. Strictly Momo art. We're not even going to know. Look, all my friends hate Momo art. I bet the rest of the world is going to embrace Momo art. Oh, man.
I'm still caught up on the helicopter, man.
Yeah, that might have been the TMI portion of the show. Man, you see they're coming out with the brand new coronavirus mutation, right?
Oh, I did not see that.
I even got the old one. Yeah, in England right now, that's not even a joke. That sounded like a joke, but in England, in the UK, they've mutated. There's a new rapidly spreading, highly contagious version of the coronavirus now. And so every country is shutting their borders off to the UK. And so it's about to turn into 28 days later. For real. It's coming, man. And people don't want to be proactive. They just want to be reactive and say, oh, man, you got that old Rona. Poor kids. Right, you still got the Galaxy 6 or something.
That'll be our new form to segregate people. Did you have the new Rona or the old Rona? Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Only people in this restaurant got the new Rona. Hey, man, how about the classism going on right now with the distribution of the vaccine? Well, why have people in Congress gotten the vaccine? That's pretty crazy.
I like that they try and tell it as, no, we're showing that it's safe. We're doing this to show people that it's safe. It's like, no, you jump in the line is what you're doing. You telling me there are other people who deserve that more right now than Mike Pence seeing him up there? Come on.
It's lifeboats on the Titanic, G.
Dude. Mm-hmm. Yep,
It really is, man.
At the bottom, they're not letting those people up, and they're going to just keep letting women, children, and the men who got the money onto the boats and out to sea.
And they're going to give those women and children $600 and be like, I hope this door floats your whole family. Good thing you pushed Leonardo DiCaprio into the water. Yeah, I mean, eventually everybody's going to have it, man. Like, shit, my neighbors are pretty close to me, really. I'm not going to catch it, though, because I eat oranges and I drink lemonade and I take vitamins and I eat onions and garlic but I mean, if it lands on my freaking lip and I happen to be eating a booger at that exact moment,
I mean, it's a bad timing booger.
that is the number one takeaway from 2020. If we didn't teach you kids this already, don't eat your boogers. And people are like, no, that builds immunity. No, man, because it's like those Tootsie Pops. Once in a while, there's a Native American with the arrow, and if you find him, you get the bonus, right?
What is that? Didn't you used to get like a free Tootsie Pop or something if you had a bunch of those?
Bro, that's an urban legend that people say is real.
I remember that as a kid, I used to look for them, and now I have taught my daughter to look for them. And then I realized I don't know why we're looking for these, but you're looking for it. Like, see if it's there.
So one time I asked this question on Facebook, and a whole bunch of people gave me like exact addresses and descriptions of the people that would make that work, right? Like, no, that's not true. If you went to the delicatessen on 13th Street in downtown Coney Island and asked for Nick, not Nick with the good hairline, Nick with the pushback hairline, ask for him. He'll give you one. Like,
Nicky
man,
pushback.
that just means Nick fell for it too. Where does Nick redeem them to? Does he go to the Tootsie Pop distributor and be like, all right, bro, you owe me one extra? And they're like, well, where's your evidence? Yeah, for it.
Collector's editions.
Oh, man. You know, I don't even think I'm going to get that $600 because I still have a monkey business with the Washington Department of Child Support. So I'm not even going to try because I've seen on the internet people that get that. So here's my question. If it doesn't have the president's signature on it, I try to take it. But the last one had the president's signature on it, and there's no way you could pay my eternal soul to take $1,200 from a lesser demon like Donald Trump. Like, if you're going to write me a check to sell my soul to the devil, then at least have the devil write it, or at least like a higher ranking, like at least a Satan from South Park. Like, I don't want to do business with Donald Trump. That's why I have a hard time paying taxes in general. You know, like, I don't know. Now you're going to give me $600 on the dresser.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna take his $600 and I'm gonna put it to good use. But there's that bit where it's just like, just give us what we need or don't give us anything at all. I'm tired of the slaps in the face. I'm tired of hearing people on McConnell saying that, oh, it's Pelosi's fault because they won't agree to this, and then Pelosi coming back with the, just shut up. We got people struggling right now. And these dum-dums are just running around playing games with lives. It's absolutely ridiculous.
There's so much crap in that bill. I tried to keep up on it this morning. I read a shit ton. There's money for Egypt in there. I think I read there was money for Sudan. There's money for Israel in there. Like a lot of money for these countries, man. Like billions, bro. Like billions or some shit, right? For just crazy shit. So here's the thing. The only reason we really need the government is so that the cops don't beat us up more than they do, right? Like, if we just said totally, completely screw the government, we don't need the government at all, we're just going to live autonomously, they would just send cops over and they would beat us up. But last time they tried that in Portland, Oregon, it was kind of a fair fight, right? It was even Steven. And then when they just tried it recently at the Red House, the cops, without the help of Trump and without the help of Kate Brown and the National Guard and the DHS and the Homeland Security people, without them, the cops got their asses kicked. So it's like, what do we need the government for? Just so we can keep paying taxes? Like the poor people that work, that still have to go to work, that never got any unemployment, that never got any time off, that never did anything, that are working for $15 an hour or whatever, they're still getting taxed. Those people are getting taxed to provide the money to give to the other people that aren't working right now. Right? Like, what the F is that? Like, if they're not going to pay us, at least stop extracting taxes. Like, you're going to take my girlfriend's taxes so that you can give me more unemployment? What? Just leave us the hell alone.
When did government officials just become like TV personality or Twitter, personality type person? That's all we see now is them tweeting out stuff or popping up on TV with their makeup on to look good. But who went into government so they could get themselves on TV a bunch? There's other ways to get on TV. That stuff's getting real old watching them just go on blah, 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 with their speech and watching McConnell's jowls go up and down.
And then Rudy had the audacity to say that he was given the cure for the coronavirus because of his celebrity status. Like, the president cures the coronavirus. His whole family cures the coronavirus. Rudy cures the coronavirus. Or is cured of the coronavirus. And people are dying. All my neighbors got it. What the fuck are they going to do with $600, man? I mean, you really got to brainstorm right now. You really, really, really got to brainstorm right now on what you're going to do strategically with that $600, as if that's the last $600 you're ever going to see. And if you're thinking this $600 is just going to get us through until the end of the pandemic and we all get the vaccine, bro, have you not been paying attention to the world at all? It's not, there is no happy ending. And the purposeful neglect of the population. Here's something to never forget. Poor people hate rich people a lot because they think that rich people use up more resources than they create. Right? The only thing that outweighs that hate is the absolute contempt that rich people have for poor people. So if you are somebody that owns multiple homes, that has an accountant and a stockbroker that's handling your money, and you have maybe a boat parked somewhere, you might even have some rental properties that you invested in, you have generational wealth that has come in the lines of, life insurance policies and things that have been passed down to you from other people, right? So then you look at somebody that even wants $1,200 from you. What's the difference between $1,200 and $600? What's the difference between $600 and $300? What's the difference between $300 and $150 if you're just going to throw it in the fucking fire? Like, it's not enough. You can't burn that. You can't. You're giving me one shovel full of dirt to fill up a dump truck size hole. There's no way that I'm going to take that shovel full of dirt and throw it in that hole. I'm going to take that shovel full of dirt and buy some seeds. And I'm going to start growing my own food. Like, I'm going to take it and I'm going to buy a gun and I'm going to start robbing people. I'm going to take it and I'm going to buy acid and sell it to people. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start growing mushrooms, or I'm going to invest it in some Sela meals so I can make food and sell meals to people. Or I'm going to invest it in, I don't know, whatever you do, you better not pay a bill with that. Just don't pay a bill, because the same speech you're going to have to give him next week when the 600 is gone, you might as well give him this week. And I told y'all mofos in June to give him that speech. But instead you've thrown away thousands of dollars. Don't do it, man.
Especially right
Keep
now,
your money.
with the holiday season here, is they give this false hope to people at a time where, you're scraping by trying to get stuff for the kids, trying to do, this has been a horrible year. And that's my thing with the kids is it's been such a weird year for them as well. A lot of the things that they're not used to. And so, like, as a father, I'm trying to give my daughter the most normal Christmas that we can with grandma and grandpa on Zoom and all these different, packages. Who knows if they'll get here? So parents are out there struggling with this. And then that false hope of $600 is coming, and hey, maybe more once Biden gets there, or no, he'll push through. It's a horrible thing to do to people right now, especially.
The only hope for the people of this country is that the Democrats win the Georgia runoffs for Senate. That's the only hope to have anything. Otherwise, we will have nothing, right? If they lose, we will have nothing. If they win, we will have the tiniest bit of partisan cooperation to maybe get some bills passed. But they won't be that helpful because snowballs don't start rolling backwards uphill, and this avalanche that we live in is not going anywhere. So please do not spend all your money buying your kids toys or nice clothes or anything for Christmas, because they're going to have to eat in January. So maybe what you should do is buy yourself a LED light and then start growing vegetables in one of your closets. That's what I'm doing. I always try to live in the past, present, and the future at the same time. I try to foresee the problems that are going to arise. Man.
It's smart, man. Start your own. Now you can go. You don't have to go to the store if you got your own vegetables. Eliminates part of the COVID risk, as well as you being able to take care of yourself. We'll find
And if
a lot of
you
young people know how to take care of themselves without Uber Eats or DoorDash.
And if you fill your bathtub up about this far, you can grow rice and cranberries. And you can get tilapia and raise fish in your bathtub. And you might end up stinking, but you'll be able to eat fish that you raised yourself in your bathtub. And then you'll be able to water your plants with the water that came from the fish. And then you'll be a totally contained ecosystem within your own house.
Plus side, if your neighbors have COVID, they can't smell that anyway, so it wouldn't really matter.
Oh, man! Now I kind of want to just try that out. Just put like a old fish by their door. Check on it in a couple days. You guys notice anything funny? Like, no. Go get some dog poop. Put it in their mail slot. You guys smell anything? Nope.
That would be the one thing. If I got it and I lost my taste, I would play games with it. I absolutely would take bites of things I never would have taken a bite of before, just for the fun of it. It's like, that's the opportunity to take a diet, right? Give me all the healthy stuff that tastes terrible that I don't like. I'll be just fine. Don't need salt or butter. Oh, it'd be amazing. My cholesterol would drop.
I just don't know what we're going to do, man. I really don't. I'm just glad we got this show so we can work it out, Josh. Man, it's time to let you go back to your family that loves you.
I appreciate it. I do want to mention one thing. Make sure people go to my YouTube page. I started interviewing other comics about 2020. I'm calling it Dying on the Inside. Getting to hear how people have made it through the year. So check those out. There's more to come. Hopefully I'll have you on there here soon too.
What is that? Is that Shut Up Stupid 13 on YouTube?
Yeah, Shut Up Stupid 13 will get you, and Josh Larson will get you there.
Wonderful. Okay, guys, remember what we always say on our way out. If we didn't say 5,000 G, then that means that somebody else stole our phone. So, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Is Wednesday? Tomorrow's Wednesday? Okay, we'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday. Be good, everybody. 5,000 G.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight.